Howdy y'all, it's Desktop Dave, and welcome to Microsoft Excel Lesson 6, Percentages. If you haven't seen Lesson 5 already, I highly recommend watching that first, because in this video we're going to build on the concepts of calculating total, average, and final grades. Now, I wanted to create an entire video just on percentages because Excel can be very finicky in terms of how it accepts whole numbers versus decimals, and we want to make sure that we're using both appropriately. Let's remember the main concept of what a percent is. It's part of a whole. So 0.71 is going to be 71%, but the whole number 71 is going to be 7100%. We're going to illustrate that in this sheet over here. So cell A1 is generally formatted, and I'm going to type in 71. Now, if I want to turn this into a percentage, it's very easy. I can go to the number group in my home ribbon and either click on this percent style shortcut, or I can go to the pull down menu and click percentage. But more than likely I wanted it to say 71%, not 7100%. But since I entered the whole number 71, it makes this 7100%. What I can do is, if I want it to be 71%, we'll try this in cell A2. I'm going to make this cell percent style first. Then, when I type in 71, the percentage sign is already there. What I can also do is, we'll demonstrate this in cell A3, which is generally formatted, I can type in 0.71. Now, if I want it to be a percent, I can convert this cell to percent style, and then I have 71%. Let's keep that in mind as we calculate the grades for essential desktop applications. As we remember from Lesson 5, we're going to add all of these 5 grades together, and they're weighted the same, so we don't have to worry about the final exam being worth more than Project 1, for instance. Notice that the total column is already formatted as a percentage, and to get grades all the way down, we use the black cross in the bottom right hand corner and drag everything down. Now, perhaps that's not the nicest way to look at the total grades, but we only calculate the total grades in order to calculate the average grades. To calculate the average grades, we hit equals, of course, the way we start off a function or a formula, refer to our total grade, all of the 5 things added together, and then we're going to divide by 5. This was pre-formatted as a percentage, so we get our average as a percent. Now, we want to calculate the final grade, which is the combination of the average and the extra credit, but notice both of these columns are formatted differently. The extra credit is a whole number. If we were to turn, say, K3 into a percent, it would be 100%, and we don't want to do that because then the student would have 167%, which is pretty unlikely. So before we add these two together, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to turn the extra credit points into percentages. The easiest way to do this is to add a new column. I'm going to go to column L, I'm going to right click, and I'm going to click on Insert, which will add a column to the left of column L. Now, we're going to call this extra credit percent. And we're going to double click to widen it. And what we're going to do in this column is we're going to hit equals, and we're going to hit K3. This is 1. This is a whole number, but we only want to add 0.01, something 1/100th this size for the extra credit. So we're going to do K3 divided by 100. This is going to give us our decimal for the extra credit. We drag this all the way down, and now we have calculated what we want to add to the average grade in order to get the final grade. We're going to go here to the final grade, which is formatted as a percentage, and we're going to hit equal the average plus the extra credit. And there we have an accurate final grade displayed as a percent. We're going to drag that down, and there are the grades for this section of the class. Thank you, God bless, and always find new ways to excel in life.